Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Saturday ILCA overview and special crypto talk. My name is your Queen Connectress, Miss Marnita Casa, and I will be your humble hostess for today. Now, there is something that I always like to say, and that is we totally understand there are so many different things that you can be doing with your time. My goodness, it's a Saturday morning. So the fact that you guys decided to come on out and hear what we have to say, of course, that makes us so very happy. So again, thank each and every one of you for being here. And let me tell you, we have some things going on for you. If you were looking for a place to be able to learn about cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, metaverse, AI, Internet of Things. The list goes on and on. This is definitely the place for you. And we have something so very special in line for you. I have been working very closely with our marketing department, and we just started a wonderful, wonderful giveaway. Now, there are some of you that don't have our courses yet. And there are some of you that have family members and friends that you want to have the courses, but might not be able to afford them. Well, we have a wonderful giveaway coming up where we are giving away 2 separate courses, and the top prize is a 30-minute consultation with our educator himself. Now, what I'm going to do is put the link for you guys right there in the chat box, so you can be able to click on it and just do a few tasks so you could be able to be put in our drawing to win. And so when I say it is for everybody, I mean everybody. And the first people that I want on it is you. Yes, ma'am. I agree, Miss Catherine. I agree. The first people that we want it is you, our lovely community. And speaking of our community, hello, everyone. Thank you guys so much for always showing up and showing out. It is always good to see you. As you come on in, please type your name and where you are from in the chat box. That way I get a chance to tell everybody who is here with us on the Zoom call. And if you have the opportunity, turn on your cameras. One of the best parts about us being on a Zoom call like this is that we get a chance to see all your faces and see all those wonderful smiles. So let me go ahead and get started. First up, I see we have the lovely Miss Judy coming on in from Toronto, Canada. Hello, Judy. Thank you so very much for being here. It is always good to see you. I see we also have Mr. Clairvaux Albert coming on in from Stamford, Connecticut. Hi, Clairvaux. It is always good to see you, sir. Thank you so much for being here. I see you, Miss Kimberly Brooks. It's always good to see you, Queen. Of course, we have the beautiful Miss Doreen Buckner coming on in from Anguilla. Hello, love. How are you? Thank you so very much for being here. There is Miss Rita B, representing San Diego, California. Booyah! Thank you so very much for being here, Rita. It's always good to see you. And of course, my Empress. I said her name earlier. I'm talking about Miss Catherine Clement. Mwah. It is always good to see you, baby. Thank you so much for being here. I see you. Miss Tammy Gully is here. Hello, love. How are you? Nathan, I can't forget about you. Hello, sir. Nathan Hansberger is representing Las Vegas. We were just out there and it was a phenomenal time, but we're about to blow up Chicago. So you guys get ready for that as well. I see you, Elton. Hello, my friend. I didn't get a chance to say hi last time. It is always good to see you. Of course, Mr. Papa Leonard is in the house. Hello, my friend. It is always good to see you. Thank you so very much for being such a wonderful, wonderful part of our community. I see Miss Jacqueline Briggs is here. Hello, Queen. How are you? Thank you so very much for being here with us. It is always good to see you. Miss Janelle Appling is in the house, and she is representing Colorado. Hello, it is always good to see you, Queen. Okay, you guys, we're at the top of the hour. Let's get our party started. Again, thank each and every one of you for taking the time to join us on our ILCA overview and special crypto talk. My name is your Queen Connectress, Miss Marnita Casa, and I am your humble hostess for today. Now, it is my honor to introduce you all to a man that for over 25 years dominated the direct sales industry. His cryptocurrency education is used through companies and universities worldwide. Now, for over 8 years, he dedicated his life to learning about blockchain technology and cryptocurrency, but he didn't just stop there. He decided to go out, share his information with the masses, and this was done by putting on fun and exciting Bitcoin boot camps nationwide at no cost. He has built thriving communities and wonderful platforms like you see before you now. So without further ado, it is my honor to introduce you all to Mr. Brandon Ivey.
All right, all right. Thank you, Ms. Casa, for that introduction and for being our hostess. And please stick around because she just talked about the special giveaway that we have going on. And at the end, I want to bring you back up, Ms. Casa, to share it again for those that come on late as we're getting prepared for our next 5-day challenge. And Ms. Casa and our team is working hard behind the scenes, getting everything ready for the next chapter of ILCA, because for the very first time in 3 years, I am actually putting together a budget and a marketing plan to promote ILCA publicly outside of my warm market. I've never done that before, and we're ready to get there, and we're at that stage to start doing that now. And soon I'm also going to be scheduling a private meeting with all of our partners so that all of our partners have a clear understanding on how me putting money into marketing ILCA publicly is also going to benefit every single one of our partners, because now I'm also going to be promoting the partners. It is actually more beneficial and cheaper to be able to purchase our crypto courses directly from our partners than it is from me. So all the advertising that I'm going to be doing, the way we're going to have it set up, is all these new eyeballs that are going to come through are going to be funneled in a way where they're going to have a choice to either purchase the crypto courses directly from ILCA at a much higher price, or they're going to be pointed to our partners and be able to get it directly from all of you. So that is a huge, at a discount, a huge discount, more than 50% off, by the way. So that is a huge benefit that our partner's going to have. We are also going to have a section on our site that is highlighting all of our partners. So it's beneficial. You're going to want to be a partner directly and indirectly. So you're going to have advertising coming to you outside of your own hands, but out of my own pocket. So that's going to be coming soon. So stick around, Ms. Casa, because I want you to talk about that giveaway that we're doing again at the top of this presentation. So everybody else, thank you guys for being here on this Saturday morning. You can be doing so many other things with your time. We appreciate you taking time out of your schedule. We are now on the cusp of summertime. The Bitcoin 2025 conference is over. Graduations are over. Now my wife informed me last night I still have to clear my schedule. There's a lot of things. My son is going to college that we have to prepare for, parent stuff, and I got to write a fat check coming up soon as well for my kid. Now I know how my father felt the summer before I was going to Morehouse. I remember he was like, "Yeah, I got to write this big check," and it went over my head. I didn't even think about it. Now I am. So I'm going to make sure I call him up and thank my parents for the sacrifices they made for myself and my brother to get our higher education in. And if you are young and listening, respect your parents. You have no idea the things that they do and give up and sacrifice for you to have what you are and where you are. So especially Marnita's kids, if you're listening, little Keon, Jasmine, Vincent, hey, you guys have no idea the work that your mother is putting in, not just for what's happening today, but the legacy that she's creating for you tomorrow. Everything that's being done now is for tomorrow. I am very big on legacy, especially in my family, and I have a large family in it. The only thing that pains me is that more members of my family have not seen the light like Marnita has. They know what I'm doing, they see it, but only Marnita has stepped up and said, "Show me. Don't tell me, teach me. I don't want to just be a cheerleader and root you on. I want to be a part of it. I want to create my own path, my own legacy for my family. So that is very touching for me because I'm very, very big on family for that. So, all of you guys, this journey is not just for you as well, but you've got to think long term for your children and your grandchildren because this is the greatest economic shift in wealth in the history of mankind for the most amount of people, which means all of us have the opportunity to be on board. It wasn't too long ago, literally a year ago, where the current president of the United States was facing down the barrel of financial ruin, unable to do any business in New York. No bank would give them any further business loans. They only had two options traditionally, that was Russia and Saudi Arabia, to get any type of funding. They did have China, but because of political reasons, Donald Trump has made China a pariah, so they can't even use China. Yet, in just 1 year, that family has been able to receive more than $2 billion extra, 57 million in just the last 3 weeks. What? Why? What industry? Now you say, oh, well, because of the presidency. Yeah, but that's not what happened. It's because of the crypto industry. The crypto industry has been able to have the Trump family and organization completely redefine themselves and where their money's coming in. Now they have almost unlimited funds, and billions more is going to be coming to them because they're taking advantage of this space. Something that I saw back in 2017. There's two things that I saw that changed my life. The first is that blockchain technology is going to disrupt every single industry on the planet today, whether you like it or not, believe it or not, trust it or not. Your opinion is irrelevant. The second thing that I learned is that cryptocurrency, like I said, represents the greatest economic shift. So it doesn't matter who you are, where you were born, what your education level is, what job experiences you have. It doesn't matter how technical you are. I'll be making another video, a short video on when people ask this question. I don't want to get into crypto because it seems to be too technical. That's irrelevant. It doesn't matter how technical you might think something is. It doesn't matter who your father is or if you're rich or poor. All you need is a cell phone, access to the internet, and a willingness to learn. And ILCA stands for Ivy League Crypto Academy or Ivy League Coaching Academy, with the crypto side as one of our branches. And with this community, what we've built is not just crypto videos that you can watch to learn. What separates me from everybody else? Well, one, you can ask AI. Go to your AI, whether it's ChatGPT, whether it's Pi, whoever, and ask the question. Please tell me about Brandon Ivey, ILCA, and Ivy League Crypto Academy. It was a year ago. They ranked me the fourth most. What was the word? Kenny had found it. The fourth most successful or effective crypto education platform in the world. I didn't write that. AI figured it out. So what separates us from you going to YouTube and watching a video, or you going to any other company that is trying to sell another product and then they're using crypto education on the back end, the main difference is one is our community and the ability to be a part of this live. You're able to ask questions. We stay up to date with everything that's going on in the crypto space, literally, because I do crypto talks every day, not to be entertaining, not to feed my followers on YouTube or TikTok or Twitter, is because I'm always educating myself. I am always learning. I just turn on the camera and the microphone to take you on the journey with me. I don't do it for likes and I don't do it for followers. I do it so that I'm in a better position to build a legacy for my family. And I'm allowing you guys to copy that. See, some of the moves I make may not be for you, but some of them you can take advantage of. So you're able to copy me on the things that we do. The one thing I want to focus on today, as far as what ILCA is all about, is something that we started with from the very beginning, before I even had ILCA. Bitcoin boot camps. I realized when I started learning this information and that most people out there had no idea what was about to happen, that I always had a need. One, I'm an educator myself. I was telling my son this because he's the college he's going to. I actually went to that same college for a postgraduate degree, and I'm just 1 year, 2 semesters away from a master's degree in teaching education. So, and I get into teaching before I decided to come back to the network marketing space. I wanted to be an educator, a teacher, but the way I saw it was limited. The way I do it now, there's no limits to how many people that I can reach in this space, especially the crypto space. I said people need to know about this, but most people don't value the information on why they should take time out of their schedule to even learn about it, especially if there's money involved. So we did Bitcoin boot camps on a Saturday so that the community could come out and listen to and learn about the basics of what Bitcoin and crypto is at no cost for free. Now, I had a lot of people that told me, "Are you crazy? You need to be charged." And in fact, just chatting with one of my good friends that is having a lot of success. By the way, I'm going to be interviewed by him next Friday. He was like, "What are you talking about? You're not charging." He said, "People don't value something if they don't have to pay for it." But I just wanted to give this information away so bad because I knew our community needed it. Come out for a Saturday, learn what it's about, and then if you do see value, you can join our community and purchase our courses. That's how we did it. And we did several of them. The very first one was in Chicago. And since then, I've been in Chicago, in Seattle, uh, multiple cities in Texas, Atlanta, Florida, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Vegas, Arizona, California. Oh, yeah, London and Sweden. Those are all the places I've done Bitcoin boot camps in. And when COVID happened, we couldn't travel and do it anymore. So we started doing them online. And this is what led to what we call our 5 day challenge. And what is our 5 day challenge? Once a month, once a month for 1 week, 1 hour a night, we cover the basics on what Bitcoin and crypto is. We want to introduce the community to this space for free. The only thing it's going to cost you is an hour of your time. And it's not just for beginners. It's also for those they're advanced. Because you know who gets scammed the most? It's not the beginners. It's the people who think they know what they're doing. They're making money in this space. They become a target and they don't know how to protect themselves. They're the ones that lose the most amount of money. The beginners are just getting started. They haven't done nothing yet. So this is for everybody. And our next one is coming up on June 23rd, that entire week. My focus this year is not just on the basics of crypto because this is now becoming mainstream, especially if you're in America. We have an administration that is pro crypto across the board. So not only is it becoming mainstream, but also it's getting so big that the thieves out there, the criminals, have made this an entire industry to figure out how to steal your crypto from you. Security. I was shocked at the Bitcoin 2025 event. Not one booth, not one panelist had any focus on crypto security outside of a couple of booths that were talking about cold storage wallets to secure your private key. Outside of that, there was nothing. No talking about social engineering, phishing scams, pig butchering, none of that stuff. And I was like, this, if I was a criminal, I'd be at that convention too. Look at all of these people I'm about to steal money from. And they have no idea. So this whole year, I've made this all about crypto security. So that's what we're going to be doing that whole week for June. Well, basics and then crypto security, June 23rd. And again, there's no cost or charge to you. How can you be a part of the 5 day challenge? Well, the first is you want to get back to the person who's invited you to listen to this presentation or what I'm me talking right now. That's the first step. They're going to give you a link that you can use to register. And why? Because we have an affiliate as well. If you decide that you do want to be a part of our community and purchase anything, the person who shared this with you will be able to earn a small commission for doing so, which means so can you as well. If nobody invited you, then where you want to go is, let me pull this up, is ilcachallenge.com. ILCAchallenge.com. Learn the basics of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, blockchain, and more. Are you ready to dive into the exciting world of cryptocurrency? The ILCA 5-Day Crypto Challenge is your perfect starting point. This immersive program is designed to introduce you to the fundamentals of cryptocurrency, explain the ins and outs of Bitcoin, and unravel the mysteries of blockchain technology. Register for free. Not only that, but you're going to receive a free gift. I wrote a short ebook called Bitcoin for Beginners. So you get a free ebook here. I have a little intro video that's telling you about what this is all about. It's time for me to update this. I might need to do another one. We have a new brand now. So testimonials from our community. Oh, yeah, we want to beef this one up. I want to send out a request to those of you in our community, especially those of you who have been a part of our 5-day challenge since we first got started January 2022. If you have found any benefit from our 5-day challenge, please, if you can record for us a short 1, 2 to 5 minute video, however short you want it to be, and send it over to us. We're going to put you up on the site. I want to start collecting a lot of testimonials so when outsiders come here, they can see, is this beneficial? Has anybody earned or learned from this? And so register for free. So our community, if you guys have a short video that you can provide, is about the 5-day challenge I want. I know I don't want you to talk about the entire ILCA community. I want you to talk about the 5-day challenge specifically. If you can record for me a short video of you doing that. In fact, I now thinking in hindsight, I should have did that in Vegas for some of you guys that were there. That was a missed opportunity. We will definitely be doing a lot of recordings in Chicago. That's coming up. My mother, wait, hold. Hey, Mom, I'm live right now doing a class. Everything okay?
You heard about the killing of Representative Hartman in Minneapolis. I'll talk to you later. They killed her and her husband, and Senator Hoffman and his spouse have been shot there in the hospital. Democrats, both.
All right, I'll call you right after this.
Okay,
right,
bye-bye.
Yeah, when my mama calls, I pick it up. That's going to impact the markets. Some congressmen and senators have been shot. All right, I haven't seen that news yet, but I'll get to that after the crypto talk. But anyways, if you have an opportunity to record some videos, testimonials, please let us know, and we're going to put you up here on our site. But this is what we're highlighting because our next 5-day challenge is right around the corner. It's a week from Monday, our next 5-day challenge. Speaking of that as well, after that, our next event is going to be in Chicago, Illinois, the ILCA Impact Summit, ilcaevent.com. You want to make sure you go to this website, ilcaevent.com, and register for our Chicago Impact event. For 3 days, we're going to have, we have a new site for the 5-day challenge. Hold on 1 second. Oh no, this is the same. That's the same information. Okay. It's just been updated. Gotcha. All right. Yeah, you guys are seeing the news. I'm not seeing you guys. I wanted to turn the news off today. I don't want to have anything to do with any news, but I will pay attention today later on. Minnesota, Melissa Hortman and her husband were killed. Senator John Hoffman and his wife were shot. Were they all together? And this was an assassination attempt? Oh, this is going to be big news, especially today. All right, so let me get through this. Another thing that the Chicago Impact event. For 3 days, Friday night, we're going to be having a meet and greet. Saturday, we're going to have an all day. That's going to be our Impact event. You're going to learn a lot from several speakers. Also, we're going to have a presentation that Ms. Costa will be doing about MoveQuest, or Move to Earn opportunity. And on Sunday, we're going to be having a really private meeting that's going to be about those who want to make some money. What are the things that ILCA is offering besides becoming an affiliate of ILCA or a partner with ILCA, or the ability to earn passive income, meaning making money without having to recruit anybody, without having to sell a product, good, or service. If you haven't noticed, I'm going on almost 2 years of moving away from network marketing, direct sales, promoting another network marketing company. I have not done so since December 2023. The only hiccup in there was health and wellness, part of my ILCA health line, where I promoted a product that was being sold through a network marketing company called Fix. This one, which I still use this product, but I have not promoted it as an opportunity to build a business in. So I'm all about passive opportunity programs, and I have 3 of them where I am already in all 3. So it's not a matter of does it work? I know it works because I'm in it. So my goal, just so you guys will know, heading into this, by December of this year, my goal is to be earning at least $300,000 a year passively in multiple programs combined. Passively, that's my goal. 300,000 a year. Right now, based on what I'm already at, I'm sitting at about 110,000 a year passively for that. Oh yeah, Saturday night in Chicago, we're also having an event. So after the all day impact event, we're gonna have another event Saturday night, so we can all hang out and party together. And then we have our Sunday. But we'll have more details. I'll be doing a call next Saturday. Is going to be about, again, the 5-day challenge, and I'll just be talking about Chicago because we'll be about 30 days away. So that's July 18th, 19th, and the 20th. Ready for that. All right. Now I want to switch into another benefit of being a part of our community is called the inner circle. And in the inner circle, I do something called Crypto Talk every single day. Well, Monday through Thursday, just for the inner circle. Saturday, I do it openly, and sometimes Thursday nights, late night Crypto Talk for the public, because I still always want to give back to the public. And so some people are only getting it once a week, and that's fine for them. But the inner circle members, this is priceless. This is the heart and soul of what ILCA is all about, because you're not just being able to watch our videos, but you're able to get me every single day and interact and learn. And I can't tell you how much money is tied to this for just $49 a month. There have been people that have made millions of dollars from the information that they've gained from me in the inner circle. I have everything that I have now comes from what I've learned and gained in my crypto talks since 2018. That's 7 figures. So I can't put a price on it. My old marketing director made 6 figures in 30 days from one crypto talk he listened to me do. And he made a move on. He made a move on something I didn't make a move on, but he did and made 6 figures off of it. He didn't even believe in crypto and didn't even understand it, yet he took action. So this is priceless. And so I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek at what Crypto Talk is all about. I'm not going to give you everything we do in our Crypto Talks. By the way, our Diamond class members, because of what's going on in the world and the news, and but the war between Israel and Iran, it messed up my trades. So now I'm sitting on my 3 sell orders. So you see the current price and where my sell price, where I want to sell it at. The mistake I made was I did not put a stop limit on these positions. We talked about it that day. I did this, but I didn't do it. So that's the only mistake that I did. So I'm going to wait until Monday. I want to see how this weekend pans out. There's a lot happening, as you see, what's going on in the news today. So I want to see how the world looks Monday morning. There was a big airliner crash as well in India. 240 something people died. One person survived. He literally walked away. I mean, that's some Final Destination stuff right there. I'd be nervous, but that was a big Indian plane crash. We got Ukraine and Russia. We got Iran and Israel. We have the ICE raids in the United States and the protests. We have Military Day. We've got congressmen and senators being shot. I mean, this is a very, in my opinion, this is going to be a hot summer. This is going to be one of those summers. And it happens every 2 or 3 times every decade. So that's going to impact the markets. But this is the mistake I made. But in our diamond class, for those of you that don't know, right now we're covering how to trade Bitcoin and crypto, and we're doing live trading. We are up more than 16% on our trades in less than 30 days. 16%, and that is not me even really trying. That is me teaching. 16%. How much are you getting trying to do automated trading bots? The best ones out there that are legitimate are only doing 5 to 10% a month. Now, I can't say only, that's still good when you're not having to do anything. But if you learn this skill set, you're a walking ATM machine. This is how I flipped $30 into 6 figures in 3.5 months. That's right, $30. That's what I started with in this space. So 16, that's right, Tammy, 16% profit, barely trying, only doing one strategy out of the many that I've already taught. And I did it not behind the scenes. I did it in front of all of you. And some of you guys followed this. Here's a good example. Every time, look, I bought 25.18, sold 25.43, bought 25.15, sold 25.75, and 25.92, bought 25.21, sold 25.70, bought 24.92, sold 25.30. I don't do losing trades. There's a strategy to this. But I am not a day trader. I'm going to give you another hint. I don't even like trading. It's not my thing. But when you learn this skill set, it's going to benefit every decision you make in crypto because you're going to be able to forecast and make accurate predictions and moves. All right, so crypto talk. First thing we do, we're going to look at what's the market looking like right now? Traditional market, that is. Because what goes on around the world and the stock market is going to impact the crypto market. We can make some predictions. US market, I'm not surprised by this. And didn't I just predict this on Thursday, our last crypto talk? I predicted this. We're down 769 points on the Dow, 68 on the S&P 500, 255 on NASDAQ. Europe is down in the red. Asia, the whole world should be down right now. Even futures is kind of even. So we'll have to see how this looks on Monday morning. Crypto markets, let's refresh. It's down 1.8%. Last 24 hours, Bitcoin dominance has risen. Last time I looked at this was in the 60% range. Now it's 61.6%. Ethereum is at 9%. Let's see. Bitcoin has dropped right across the board, $104,872. Ethereum has dropped 1.2%. This is what hit me, but I didn't lose that much. It's only down 1.2%. Oh, well, this is a good drop. I should have did a stop loss. Ripple slightly up 0.4%. BNB, well, this is Saturday, so I got to go week to week, not 24 hours. So on the week, Bitcoin's down 0.6, Ethereum 0.1, Ripple down 1.3, Solana. I lost on this. I did a strong position. Well, I'm starting to dollar cost average Solana, but I did not lose long term because I'm doing it long term. So I am dollar, and I did this live in Crypto Talk last week. So I have a dollar cost average position for Solana. And if you don't know what DCA is, that's why you need to be a part of our Crypto Talks, our inner circle. So you know what that is. Dogecoin is down 5.7, Tron 3.5, Cardano 6, Hype. Now, another thing I look for when I do crypto talks is the outliers. We go over how to read this chart, by the way, and this to me, when I first saw it, it looked Greek to me, like the stock market ticker symbol for the first time. I didn't understand none of this. What do these numbers mean? Now it's like telling me a story. I actually can just look at this and I already have a good idea what the rest of this is going to tell me. But it's like a picture pop-up book. I see colors, I see graphs, I see pictures. That tells me a story reading this. So the outlier here is Hype. How is Hype up still 17.2% when everything else is down? So that catches my attention. Who else is an outlier? Bitcoin Cash. Why is that up 5.7? Sui's down 9.7. Any other outlier here? White Bitcoin. Was this new? It's up 24% in the past week. Uniswap up 14.7%. Okay, let's see best performers on the week. White Bitcoin, SPX. Oh, we hit this one. Who told me about SPX again? Somebody from Crypto Talk. I know Marnita did Tao. Who told me about SPX? Because let me show you. We traded on this. There's my positions there, and I made money. I bought it at $1.18. I sold it at $1.39 and $1.35. Janelle, you got that one too? Oh, I may get to MQT in a second. I don't know who. Patty told me about SPX. So we caught that in Crypto Talk. And what is the chart telling us? It's the second best performer of the week. Up 24.1% on the week. My only thing is I sold too soon. Oh, Wild Bill. Might have been Wild Bill. Yeah, I sold too soon. I made 11% on this. If I just held it, I could have got all the way up to 24%. Hype 17, Fartcoin 14, Uniswap, Internet Computer, Aave, Bitcoin Cash, Flare. Now, let me tell you why our percentages are so important. You might think 16% is not a lot. If I'm trading with $10,000, that's $1,600 I made in less than 30 days. If I was actually serious about it, I probably would have made 30% for the month. And I am going to get a little bit more serious too, because just to prove a point. See if I can reduplicate flipping $30 into 100,000. I can reduplicate it. So I'm going to do it again. All right, worst performers. Caspa's down 16.3, FET's down 13.1, WorldCoin 13, Render 12.8, Jupiter 12.6, Celestia, Injective, Ethena, Story. So yeah, this is more the rest of the market is in the red. Only a few that's in the green. Next, let's look at MQT. This one is confusing me right now. Just refresh. Something just kicked in, but I thought I saw it at $6. What happened? What brought this back up? Oh, the smart contract did. Smart contract kicked in. Okay, so yeah, it was at $6.90. Smart contract kicked in, brought it back to $7.33. This is confusing to me because I've been paying attention and there's been a whole lot more buy liquidity than sell liquidity, yet the token price continued to drop. The only thing I can think of is that but it didn't happen yet. It's not supposed to happen until tomorrow. That more tokens are entering the space, meaning right now only 2,500 tokens a day is what's being delivered to the miners. Tomorrow, that's going to go to 3,000, just an extra 500 tokens. 18 docking slots opened up as well. And so I'm thinking people might have sold a lot of MQT to open up those docking slots. And at the same time, though, if you did do that, the amount of tokens that we're receiving has gone up. I'll use an example, and it should not have, because we have not increased the number of tokens yet. Again, that does not happen until tomorrow. Yet, let me see, open up. Yeah, I did. Now, before I was doing like 12 MQT, 12 MQT, 11 MQT, 11. Now 14.15, 14.72, 14.23. It hasn't been this high in a while. If I even go back, yeah, I got to go back to January where we were in the 14 range every 10 days. December 15, back in September 16, 17. So I'm curious, starting tomorrow in the next 10 days, how much MQT will my miners, and I do not have 18 Titans on one device. On most, I have 9 Titans and the rest Vanguard. And I'll use as an example. Let's see here. Yeah, 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Titans and 9 Vanguards. And that's giving me 5,400% mining power. And that one's getting me right now, it looks like per day, almost 2 MQT, 1.8 or something MQT a day. So that's increased, which also means the value, because since you're getting more MQT, even though this price has gone down, you're actually receiving more. Remember the days we used to get like 10 MQT a day, 15 MQT a day? So I'm curious to see how that happens, and we'll see on, yeah, so I'm only showing so much later. We'll see next Tuesday. There's supposed to be an update call, and there's supposed to be 2 new groups that's coming on board. So we'll see what type of momentum that brings to see this price. I have a strategy, and if you're in our inner circle, the strategy is that I want to have at least 100 people making $2,500 to $5,000 a month in MoveQuest. 2,500 to 5,000 a month. The price that for my strategy to be successful, I only need the coin to be between $20 to $25 as a foundation to do that. And now I can have some people making almost a full-time income or enough that pays your rent and your mortgage every single month. That's the goal. So right now we're sitting at $7.35. All right, let's get into some of the news. And this might be outdated because a lot's happened in 24 hours. Let's see here. Middle East conflict heats up and Bitcoin drops, but not by much. Israel launched a preemptive attack on neighboring Iran late Thursday, triggering a retaliation on Friday. Now, the retaliation happened directly on Israel. I have not heard word, because they did threats last week, that if Israel attacked them, they was going to attack U.S. bases in the area. The United States was very quick to say, hey, this had nothing to do with us. Israel acted unilaterally. They did not get our help on anything. So don't even think about looking our way, Iran. Yet at the same time, Netanyahu was going out of his way. Yeah, I did predict the Bitcoin drop. I already talked about that. But yeah, Netanyahu went out of his way to say, yes, we're doing this to protect Israel and American interests. And, Iran cannot be allowed to be a nuclear power. Donald Trump has been stating this. So we acted to make sure this doesn't happen for America. And I'll say, hey, wait, have you ever, it's like high school. You see one of your friends about to get into a fight, but as he's running his mouth, he keeps talking about you too. Like, yeah, you want to mess with me? You mess with me? You messing with my friend. And your friend's like, wait, hold on. What you bringing me in this for? That's what Israel was doing. And at the same time, United States, we don't have nothing to do with this. So we'll see how this plays out too. Bitcoin shows resilience despite Middle East turmoil. Israel sent 200 fighter jets to bomb various nuclear facilities in Iran on Thursday evening. And that happened Thursday evening. Thursday morning, we did crypto talk. Go back and watch the recording. And here's another thing, too. If you guys decide to become a member, not only will you have access to the live crypto talks, but you will also have access to all the past ones we done because we record everything. So let's see. Let's go back to Inner Circle. Our Inner Circle courses, June 12th, 2 days ago. The main topic was Satoshi clocks in amazing top 10 wealthiest individuals. Bank of America CEO delay on stablecoins could let tech rivals eat banking's lunch. Saylor declares Bitcoin winter over, says Bitcoin is headed for $1 million. On this crypto talk, I predicted. Now, there's Midge. Okay. I could have bought back in. Bitcoin's about to drop. And if it's going to drop, that I'm going to do a move. Since we're public right now, I'm not going to share that strategy. I did do that move. I didn't do it, though, with all of my tokens, by the way. But I did make a move on one of my wallets on Bitcoin because I knew this was going to happen. And what happened? Bitcoin dropped. The whole market dropped. And what happened? Didn't I say this was going to happen on the traditional markets? 700% down. All right. I am right. I like saying that. When it comes to crypto, 75% of the time. The times I'm wrong has to do with timing. Timing. Sometimes I get the timing wrong. And it still happens though. But I'm pretty accurate with this. I've been at this for a while. Iran is the 7th largest oil producer in the world and cranks out more than 4 million barrels per day. Yesterday's attack sent oil prices soaring from roughly $68 per barrel to $75. Markets bled out as expected, with the Dow taking the biggest hit and dropping by more than 550 points. Investors rushed to the old faithful gold, which at the time reporting was enjoying an enviable 1.45% appreciation at approximately $34.30, just shy of $70 of its $3,500 all-time high price in late April. Digital gold didn't perform as well. And why? Because what did I say happens? When the stock market drops, crypto drops with it. But crypto rebounds faster. This is why I gotta wait. I want to see what happens on Monday. Let's see. Eventually, people will realize that geopolitical turmoil only strengthens the investment case for a neutral asset that can't be printed. So when people say, Brandon, why do you read about the news and crypto? What does that have to do with crypto? Everything. Is not just reading the charts. You know, I had a public disagreement. This was years ago. And I want to give a shout out to iCoin Pro. Was it iCoin Pro? Yeah, iCoin Pro. That was the first, that was the platform that I actually learned how to trade in the early days. This is before I even really put money in to start trading. And I had a beef with them. They taught some of the basics, okay, how to read the charts, like I told you guys in the diamond class. And they said, but you really don't learn until you actually do it, which was fine. But I said, all you guys are doing is reading the charts. There's a lot happening geopolitics that impacts that. And if you're not covering that, that's why I was doing crypto talks. I started to do crypto talks because of that. And once I figured that out, it separated me from those guys. And I go far more. But geopolitics impacts everything in the crypto space. If Donald Trump tweets something, if Elon Musk decides to go on a rant about something, markets move. So we have to be informed, not based on your political leanings. That's a mistake people make. They think, I'm going to move a certain way because I like Donald Trump, or I'm going to move a certain way because I don't like Donald Trump. No. Only thing you need to do is understand what's happening and then make a move based on the facts, not based on your political leanings. on how you feel things should be. There's things you don't control, but we can predict how the market's going to react. So it doesn't matter if you believe 90-day tariffs are good or bad. All we need to see is how is it going to impact the markets and how can we benefit from it. Either way. So eventually, people will realize that geopolitical turmoil only strengthens the investment case for a neutral asset. Speaking of, what did we say on Thursday? Inner Circle. Oh yeah, we're public. I can't talk about that. I gotta wait till Monday because there's another prediction we're going to be making soon. All right, Bitcoin dropped 2.8% over the last 24 hours, trading at 105,000. It's less than that now. It's at 104,000. Let me speed this. All right, let's go on to the next. We've got, and then one more after this, I'm gonna bring Marnita back up to talk about our giveaway. SharpLink Gaming becomes the largest public Ethereum holder. Really? SharpLink Gaming. I am not familiar with that. SharpLink Gaming has secured 176,000 Ethereum for $463 million. So when I see that, they know something. What? Is that a good move? Why would they buy Ethereum and not Bitcoin? Here's why. I'll give this one away for free to the public. Bitcoin right now is 6.2% from its all-time high, which was just 23 days ago. Ethereum, on the other hand, is 48% from its all-time high. And that was 3 years ago. So what are you going to make more money on? Because both of them is going to reach their all-time high again, at least. I'll give that one for free. All right. So yeah, SharpLink's bold Ethereum strategy represents a pivotal milestone, an innovative approach to the institutional adoption of Ethereum. That's next. Right now, everybody has their eye on Bitcoin. That's all they know. SharpLink is contributing to Ethereum's long-term security and trust properties while earning additional Ethereum for that work. Over 95% of SharpLink's Ethereum is now actively deployed in staking and liquid staking platforms. They're making some money. They're looking long-term. They have reported 11.8% Ethereum per share growth since June 2nd. Wow, just by doing that move, they're already up 11.8%. Okay, Coinbase rallies behind two landmark crypto bills. 52 million U.S. owners await Congress. This is on the Genius Act. Let's see here. We need a comprehensive regulatory framework for all types of digital assets. That's true. Congress should pass the Clarity Act along with the Genius Act into law. 52 million American crypto owners are counting on it. Let me stop right there. 52 million American crypto holders alone. How many Bitcoin is there? Someone type it in the chat box. How many Bitcoin is there? When people think, how do you know Bitcoin price is going to go up? Well, Judy was first there, 21 million Bitcoin. That means not all of these 52 million Americans can own one whole Bitcoin. And you might say, well, 52 million Americans can't afford to purchase one whole Bitcoin. How many millionaires and billionaires are there in the world, not just America? More than 21 million. They can afford one whole one, but not all of them are going to be able to own one whole one. And when you have supply and demand like that, what happens to the price? It just keeps going higher to be out of the reach of even the millionaires to get it. That's why you want to get your hands on as much Bitcoin as you can right now. Binance freezes $3.5 million in crypto as kidnap ransom trail collapses on Bitcoin. Binance neutralizes crypto laundering hub hidden in Junket Casino Labyrinth. I'm not familiar with that. This is all from Philippines. Okay, so they had some kidnapping thing going on. When crypto is misused, we step up. Our team worked with Philippine authorities to trace a 3.75 million crypto ransom, identifying suspects and flows via our intelligence tools. Interesting. So how were they able to freeze it? Because that money was sitting on their exchange. I talk about that in our training about the difference between custodial wallets and non-custodial wallets. Let me give two headlines, and I want to bring Marnita up, and then we'll leave here. Got order to dissolve after DOJ seizes 23 million in crypto. Okay, again, how did they seize their crypto? They exposed years of fake trading volume that misled investors and platforms. See, that's the dangers for people that want to try to get into crypto trading platforms, done for you type stuff. Why I say you need to learn how to do this yourself so that you don't have to worry about this type of stuff happening. Fake trading. As part of its criminal resolution, GotBit was ordered to forfeit a total of 23 million in seized crypto. The court also sentenced GotBit to a term of probation for 5 years, during which time GotBit shall cease to exist or operate. The company's founder and CEO, Alexei, age 26, was sentenced to 8 months in prison and 1 year of supervised release. He had earlier pleaded guilty to wire fraud and conspiracy charges in March. Andruyanin was extradited to the U.S. after being arrested in Portugal. Wow. GotBit made wash trades worth millions of dollars on behalf of clients and received tens of millions of dollars in payments from clients. All right, and then the last article here is about Walmart. Walmart and Amazon consider issuing own, what word? Stablecoins. Oh, I got this year so wrong when I did CBDC. I should have did stablecoins first. Retail giants Walmart and Amazon are reportedly evaluating digital assets to streamline e-commerce and boost cross-border transactions. How many people around the world do you think, well, in America, let's just stay with America, are using Walmart and Amazon? So when I say that blockchain technology is going to disrupt every single industry on the planet, whether you like it or not, believe it or not, or trust it or not, your opinion is irrelevant. This is going to happen. You will be exposed whether you like it or not. That means every single person at Walmart, every single person using Amazon. This is why education is important. Walmart and Amazon are reportedly mulling plans. They're not mulling plans. It's already going to happen, okay? To issue their own US dollar-backed stablecoins for customers. Now think about it. They're not going to just say, oh, let's use Tether, let's use USDC, let's use Trump's stablecoin, let's use, I don't know, BlackRock's. No. They said, you know what? We're going to create our own. The two retail giants are going to develop their own brand-specific stablecoins. While neither of the companies confirmed the stablecoin plans, a stablecoin payment system for either could divert billions in cash flow from their banking partners. This is why the banks were tripping out last week. Amazon reported $638 billion worth of annual revenue. What was the CEO of Bank of America say last week? Hey guys, yeah, we need to do this, because if we don't, money is not going to be flowing through us anymore. It's not going to be in our control. This is what they're talking about. What did he just say here? Diverting billions in cash flow from their banking partners. So this justifies what the CEO said last week in Crypto Talk. Amazon, $638 billion worth of annual revenue in 2024 alone. Their e-commerce sales reached $447 billion. Walmart's global e-trade sales surpassed $100 billion in 2023. A stablecoin-based payment rail would offer faster and cheaper transactions, helping such large companies save billions in banking fees. I mean, are businesses in business to make money or spend money? So when people say, I don't know, Bitcoin has no value, why would businesses and companies use it? They don't care about Bitcoin. They care about the technology. This is why the very first day of our 5-day challenge, we cover what is the blockchain. The technology is going to save these companies billions of dollars. So you think they're not going to use it? They're going to say, nah, cash is king. We're not going to use that that blockchain stuff. I'd rather pay billions of dollars in banking fees. No. Global e-commerce giant Shopify has already confirmed plans. Also, they're not going to create their own. They're going to use USDC. That's Circles. Interesting. Yeah, here's the link for this article. Cointelegraph has approached Amazon and Walmart for confirmation. So they're saying it's going to hinge on the Genius Act. No, they're going to do it anyway. The Genius Act's going to pass. Only thing stopping the Genius Act is if Democrats try to say Trump wants to do that so that he can do more criminal activity and with crypto. But it's going to pass. All right. With that, that is the end of our crypto talk portion. And this is what we do Monday through Thursday for our inner circle. So you want to join our inner circle, get back to the person who invited you. They're going to tell you how to join our inner circle so that you're not missing out and you are in the know in what's taking place. And with that, I want to bring back Miss Marnie DeCasa to tell you guys again, those of you who came on late, about our giveaway program special that we have going on right now. So Miss Casa, are you there?
I'm here. Okay, so since we're leaving and it's Saturday morning, I'm going to keep this super, super quick, you guys. I'm going to share my screen real quick. Like I was saying earlier, we are working closely with our marketing team. Booyah. Can you guys see that? Unlock the blockchain bonanza. Okay, so I'm super excited about this. Okay, I'm going to put the link in the chat box for you guys. Like I said, we are doing a giveaway. It's going to last over the next month. And basically what we're giving away is over $2,500, excuse me, with the two, we're talking over $7,000 worth of things here. And so we're just asking you to do 4 different tasks to be able to be put in the drawing. Most of you guys are already registered for the 5-day challenge, which is fine because I can verify that in the back. But we need to make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel. Make sure you like it as well. We are asking you to share that post. Woo woo. We want to spread the word about ILCA. Leave a positive comment because that is very, very good for our algorithms to get us on Facebook, get us around more. And then also there is an extra entry so you can get in there twice if you subscribe to our newsletter that we will have going out, if I'm not mistaken, by the end of July. So there are only 4 quick things that you guys need to do. We truly appreciate it and it'll put you in that drawing. So I will put the link for you guys to be able to get to that post in the chat box, and good luck.
All right. Thank you, Miss Casa. And before we dismiss, we invite you to be a part of our inner circle so that you can be part of our inner circle crypto talk on Monday morning when we be back. I think that's going to be a big day because we're going to be see how the markets is reacting to the entire weekend of events that's taking place. And stop sharing screen for me, Miss Casa. I'm going to share screen one more time. That a good buddy of mine, a business owner that I have a lot of respect for by the name of Mr. Damon Crump, has invited me to come to his coffee shop call. That's going to be taking place. The coffee shop call that's happening next Friday, and that will be at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. He knows I'm in California. That's 5:30 my time, but I'm already up. Normally I'm at the gym at that time. So I will be speaking this coming Friday, 8:30 a.m. It's just a call, so it's not a Zoom. So this is a telephone number, 667-770-1723, PIN code 446677#. Again, PIN code 446677#. I will post this image also in our community group for those of you who want to hop on that morning and listen. Normally Fridays is my day off, so that's the only thing I'll be doing that Friday. So 5:30 a.m. my time with Brother Damon Crump. And that is it for our crypto talk for today. I hope you learned something new. As always, that's the point. And we'll see you guys who decide to join our inner circle on Monday morning. Take care. Brandon Ivey out. Bye-bye.